The Los Angeles Lakers find themselves holding the 55th pick in the upcoming NBA draft, and it immediately raises the question, should they just hold on to that pick, or should they try to buy another one to improve their position? Right now, with the 55th pick, the Lakers have a couple of options. They could simply keep that pick and potentially add some money to move up a few spots. Or they could hold firm on that 55th pick and outright purchase a second-round pick somewhere else in the draft. The idea of buying a first-round pick tends to get thrown around, but realistically, that's almost never going to happen. Teams just don't sell first-round picks very often, and when they do, the price is astronomical. It can cost several $1 million, and the Lakers have to be mindful of the salary cap implications too. Second-round picks, on the other hand, usually go for somewhere between $2 and $4 million, which is far more manageable within the Lakers' financial framework. But even then, there are restrictions based on the new collective bargaining agreement that can limit what the Lakers can do. For example, buying a pick can put them up against the hard cap known as the second apron, but that's not a huge concern for this team since they are already planning to stay under that limit no matter what. The Lakers have been smart about keeping their cap space in check. There's also a cap on how much money can be sent out to acquire picks, particularly for teams already near the apron, but that number is around $7 million, which gives them some breathing room to make a move for a second-round pick if they want to. So the most practical move is likely to hold on to the 55th pick and try to buy another second-round pick, aiming as high as possible without breaking the bank or the cap rules. The later the pick, the cheaper it usually is, so if they can snag something around the 50th pick or even slightly later, that would still be a win for them. Several teams enter the draft with multiple second-round picks, and some of them might prefer to unload 1 or 2 picks rather than bring in 5 new players to develop all at once. This makes those teams potential sellers in the draft, creating an opportunity for the Lakers. The San Antonio Spurs, for example, have multiple second-round picks and seem keen on trading their first-round pick, so they might be open to moving some of those second-round selections as well. Spurs have a history of being cautious about taking on too many rookies at once, preferring to maintain roster balance and avoid overloading the development pipeline. This situation could be perfect for the Lakers, especially since this draft is widely regarded as deep, even the later rounds. Scouts and analysts expect to find diamonds in the rough during the second round, players with the potential to become solid contributors or even stars down the line. The Lakers have built a reputation for finding valuable role players late in the draft, especially in the second round. Look at their recent playoff runs. Many of the players making a difference in the conference finals and other critical games were former Lakers second-round picks or undrafted players who proved themselves over time. They haven't been great at landing future superstars in the draft, missing out on players like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who were picked by other teams, but their ability to identify and develop role players has been impressive. Julius Randle, who has developed into an all-star, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Larry Nance Jr., Ivica Zubac, Alex Caruso. These are all players who have contributed meaningfully to the Lakers and other teams around the league. That track record makes it easier to trust the Lakers' front office and scouting department to find another hidden gem with the 55th pick or through a bought second-round pick. They have experienced spotting talent that fits their system, particularly guys who bring energy, defense, and hustle, even if they aren't destined to be franchise cornerstones. They focus on players who can carve out roles on the team and grow within the Lakers culture. Naturally, the Lakers won't just pick or buy a player for the sake of it. There has to be a player or two on the board who makes sense, who fits the team's needs now, or could develop into a quality rotation player in the future. The goal is to avoid throwing money away on picks that don't bring value. The Lakers are looking for upside, young talent, and players with potential. Their plan includes building a development pipeline, a farm system of sorts, to groom players who can step into bigger roles as veterans eventually move on. Players like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura are still improving, showing that even veterans need continuous development, and the team wants to build around these types of players who have room to grow. Even LeBron James, arguably the greatest player of his generation, is still evolving his game. The Lakers need youth, cheap depth, and players who can fill specific roles. Their cap space is tight, Even with LeBron retiring tomorrow, they would only have around $16 or $17 million in cap space, which is not enough to completely overhaul the roster through free agency alone. They might pick up a couple of key free agents, sure, but to revamp the team and add quality depth, they will rely heavily on drafting and developing young players. Some players will leave or have non-guaranteed contracts, like Alex Len, Jackson Hayes, or Shake Milton, and trades could free up additional space, but overall the roster will still be limited financially. That makes the draft and second-round picks even more crucial for adding value and keeping the team competitive. There's also the potential for players like Bronny James, LeBron's son, to be part of the rotation if he continues developing the way he did towards the end of last season. Alongside him, players like Dalton Kincaid could grow into key contributors, especially if they improve their defense and consistency. These young guys don't have to be stars right away, but they need to be solid, reliable players who can hold their own on the court and add something meaningful to the team. For example, Dalton Kincaid might not be an elite defender, but if he could be a serviceable defender and also provide some offense, that already adds a lot of value. Bronny James ideally could become a two-way guard with athleticism, the kind of player who can guard multiple positions and knock down open threes, essentially a 3, and D player who is athletic and capable of initiating offense. Finding players like that in this draft would be a big win for the Lakers. In addition to wings who can guard and shoot, the Lakers might consider drafting a center to develop. They have some options in the middle, but bringing in a young, defensive-minded big man who can protect the rim and rebound could be valuable. The fear is that if they draft someone like a raw center just because they need one, they might miss out on adding a veteran presence at that position. The Lakers probably want to mix experienced players with young talent, rather than rely solely on rookies to fill every role. Defense, hustle, rebounding. These are the kinds of qualities they want in the players they draft. Over an 82-game season, teams need reliable role players who can bring energy night after night, even if they're not starters playing 40 minutes. Drafting a guy who's long, athletic, and versatile, maybe with a wingspan around 7 feet, who can guard multiple positions and make occasional shots, would be a huge asset. Lakers often favor older college players who bring maturity and a better understanding of the game. These players tend to be more ready and can contribute right away, which is especially important when you don't want to sink too many resources into player development. If the Lakers could find someone like Blake Henson, who can shoot threes and defend well, or someone like Dalton Kincaid, who fits that mold, it would be a great pickup. None of these second-round picks are expected to become stars immediately. Instead, the goal is to find guys who could be the 8th, 9th, or 10th man off the bench. Players who might not get minutes in the playoffs, but can provide around 15 minutes per game during the regular season. These guys can help take pressure off the starters and keep the team competitive when key players rest or deal with injuries. Look at Max Christie, for example. He showed flashes of potential and had moments where he contributed, but inconsistent playing time under Coach Darvin Ham prevented him from finding his rhythm. One night, he would start and play 30 minutes, and the next he might only see garbage time. Without steady minutes, it's hard to develop confidence or build a role. After the coaching change, Christie was finally getting more consistent opportunities before being traded, where he's now thriving with more playing time. That's the kind of player the Lakers hope to find again. A hidden gem who can step up with the right opportunity. If they can find another Max Christie type, a player around the mid to late 60s in the draft who can slot in as a two-way wing and contribute on both ends of the floor, it will be a significant boost. Pairing that with a solid center pick or another role player in the 55th spot could round out their draft nicely. Additionally, the Lakers expect to add undrafted free agents who can compete for two-way contracts or roster spots. These guys can sometimes surprise teams by outperforming expectations and becoming key contributors. In the end, the Lakers should seriously consider buying a pick or two to increase their chances of landing young talent. The team needs to inject youth and potential into the roster, build depth, and prepare for the future while competing now. Adding more young, promising players through the draft is essential for their long-term success. Before we continue, We ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, the NBA landscape is on the verge of a seismic shift as rumors swirl that the Los Angeles Lakers are closing in on signing three of the league's biggest stars: Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Kevin Durant. If true, this blockbuster trio could reshape not only the Lakers' fortunes, but the entire NBA competitive balance. For years, the Lakers have been chasing a new dynasty, leveraging their star-studded history and Hollywood allure to attract top-tier talent. The potential addition of Jokic, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Durant would mark the most significant roster upgrade in recent memory, creating a super team capable of dominating the league. Nikola Jokic, the reigning two-time NBA MVP, is widely regarded as one of the most versatile and skilled big men ever to play the game. Known for his exceptional court vision, passing ability, and scoring, Jokic transforms every team he joins into an offensive powerhouse. His presence alone would elevate the Lakers' offense to a whole new level. Adding to the excitement is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a rising star known for his smooth scoring, elite playmaking, and defensive tenacity. Shai has rapidly emerged as one of the best young guards in the NBA, capable of taking over games and leading teams with his clutch performances. His blend of youth and talent would complement the veteran leadership perfectly. Finally, Kevin Durant's name brings an immediate aura of championship pedigree. A multiple-time NBA Finals MVP and one of the most prolific scorers in league history, Durant offers a lethal combination of size, skill, and experience. His ability to score from anywhere on the floor makes him a nightmare matchup for any defense. The speculation about the Lakers landing all three stars has sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing about the potential impact on the league's power structure. The Lakers, long known for their championship ambitions, could become an unstoppable force in the Western Conference and beyond. Critics might question how such a lineup would function, given the egos and playing styles involved. Yet, if anyone can blend superstar talent into a cohesive unit, it's the Lakers organization, backed by a history of championship success and savvy front office moves. While nothing is official yet, the rumor mill is generating enormous anticipation. Should these signings materialize, the Lakers would not only gain a formidable starting five, but also shift the balance of power in the NBA for years to come. This potential super team could spark a new era of excitement, redefining what it means to build a champion in today's basketball world. As the league awaits confirmation, one thing is clear: the NBA offseason just became far more thrilling. The Lakers appear poised to change the game forever with Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Kevin Durant potentially joining forces. Fans everywhere will be watching closely, hoping this blockbuster deal comes to fruition and ushers in an unforgettable chapter in basketball history. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.